What's good, everybody? It's your boy DK Bones here with another James Bond review. We are almost through, I guess. Well, we're going to be talking about GoldenEye. GoldenEye is the 17th in the James Bond series produced by EM Productions. Um, it is the first to star Pierce Brosnan as James Bond, directed by Martin Campbell. It is the first in the series not to use story elements works from Ian Fleming's novels. GoldenEye was also the first James Bond film not produced by Albert R. Broccoli, following his stepping down from Ian Production, replaced by his daughter Barbara Broccoli, along with Michael G. Wilson. Although Broccoli was involved in consultant producer, it was his final film project before his death in 1996. The story was conceived, written by Michael France, with a later collaboration of other writers. In the film, Bond fights to prevent rogue MI6 agent Alec Travella, that's Sean Bean's character, from using a satellite weapon against London to cause a global financial collapse. GoldenEye was released after a 6-year hiatus. The series caused by legal disputes during which Timothy Dalton's contract for the role of James Bond expired, and he decided to leave the role, being replaced by Timothy Dalton. Also, Dalton was in his contract issues with Remington Steele. They wanted Brosnan before they wanted Dalton, but he couldn't get out of his contract. M was also recast by Judi Dench, becoming the first woman to portray the character, replacing Robert Brown. The role of Miss Moneypenny was also recast from Caroline Bliss, being replaced by Samantha Bond. Desmond Llewellyn was the only character who reprised this role as Q. It's the first Bond film made after the dissolution of the Soviet Union. And the Soviet Union fell, I think it was 1989. And the end of the Cold War provided a background for the plot. Principal photography for GoldenEye took place from January to June 1995 in the UK, Russia, Monte Carlo, Puerto Rico, and it was an inaugurated film production to be shot in Levinson Studios, the first Bond film to use computer-generated imagery, CGI. GoldenEye was also the final film in a career of special effects supervisor Derek Mettings, and dedicated to his memory. I think he passed away during that time. The film came out the budget for the film was $60 million. The film grossed over $356 million worldwide, considerably better than any of the 1980 Bond films, but without taking inflation into account, to become the fourth highest grossing film of 1995, the highest grossing Bond film since Moonraker in 1979. It received a positive review from critics, with Brosnan viewed as the worthy successor of Sean Connery's portrayal as Bond. It also received award nominations for Best Special Visual Effects and Best Sound from British Academy of Film and Television Arts. For me, I was a high school kid when this movie came out. It was a really big thing in my household because we watched Bond films. They were always on TV when football season was over in March, and occasionally they did some things in October and November. But yeah, the visual effects in this movie were outstanding. Again, locations for all Bond movies, like as I always say, more spectacular. One of the pet peeves I had with this was because it was a big thing where for me, I think they were pushing. People don't see it this way, but I think it was a big push for female roles in a lot of things. And nothing against Judy Dench, she played M well, but the way they portrayed her in the first two movies with Pierce Brosnan made it made it feel like some of the male characters were kind of dumb compared to the female character's role. Um, Again, she played M very well, and you can see that in the later movies, from GoldenEye all the way up to Skyfall. Nothing against her, but it was just something that they were trying to push. Miss Isabella, I don't know, Amika Jansen. She played in X-Men also, but she played a really good villain. She had a little kink to her where she got off by killing people, and I guess it was orgasmic for her killing people. Um, but she played a really good villain. I don't think she was the best henchman or villain, but she was unique in her role. This young lady, Isabella Skoropaco, um, she she played a good role as a Bond girl. She was smart, but also um, feminine. This movie I rated for its time, and it still stands up to date. I give it about an 8.5 a 9. Um, it was really well done. This guy, I forget his name, but he also plays Nightcrawler in X-Men. But he was a nerd and he was a pervert. Um, but Brosnan was a welcome addition to being 007. He brought back that male presence where Timothy Dalton, where he was a ladies' man. Women were attracted to Bond again. I don't think they were very attracted to Timothy Dalton. He was still young here. I think if they would have got him back when they first signed Timothy Dalton, if he could have got out of that contract with Remington Steele, he would the Bond franchise wouldn't have skipped a beat. But I mean, I didn't hate Timothy Dalton. He was just kind of stale as a ladies' man, and Bond is a ladies' man. But again, the visual effects, special effects, the CGI was cool. The theme song with Tina Turner, you can tell she was reaching her limits in her age. She can hit those notes. But the beginning where this explosion happened, and it was like dun 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 dun. That was it was cool as hell. Again, the opening scene from him taking a motorcycle off the side of the mountain, jumping down, getting into the plane, and then pulling it up. That was cool. And even Sean Bean, he's a good actor, anyways. But it was pretty cool, and that's the scene I was talking about. Him jumping down, getting in the plane, and it's unbelievable, but it is James Bond. Some of the stuff they got outrageous with in the later Bond films before Daniel Craig came along, but yeah, it's a good movie to watch. You get to see a young Sean Bean, Pierce Brosnan, his first James Bond movie, and a lot of action. Beautiful women as usual, and yeah, recommend it. Don't sleep on this James Bond. Anyways, your boy DK Bones. Please like, subscribe, comment you have any comments on it. And I will see you guys later. Stay blessed.
Audio Jungle.